Welcome to the Okie Woodsman channel. My name is Joe, and this is the very first video we've filmed in the new location. Yep. Let's go to this end and do the same thing. Before you screw that down, make sure it's in its home. Okay. If you haven't seen those videos, make sure you check them out. I will ultimately have a single video that shows the entire addition process. That addition was driven by a desire to be able to get all of our materials on site, all of our supplies on site, because we were paying $75 a month for storage, and I needed a better place to film. So we've gone ahead and doubled the size of our shed. I've moved my entire workshop, saw shop, however you want to look at it, into the new addition. We have already removed all of our stuff out of storage, and I have some details to work out. We're looking to be in good shape, but I'm just going to go ahead and shoot a video today because there's lots to talk about. I'll go ahead and show you a little bit of what I've got going on here. I'm going to have hopefully plenty of chain organization. We're not done because this wall is going to get covered up, and I still need to go ahead and close that in up there. We've been running short on time. We've got this right here. Made it so my axes can't come and clobber me, but I have them hung up, which is awesome. And see this blower right here, I've mentioned it in the past. This was straight gassed. This is going to get shipped off here fairly shortly for part work. When I say that we have a lot coming up, I can't even begin to tell you everything that's going on. Big things are happening here on the channel, and again, I need to thank you, the viewers, for making this possible. I'm going to be taking up a new skill set, okay? So I'll just share my experience. I have an extensive experience in terms of soldering, mostly electronics, even board level repair. I've soldered plenty of electronics, varying from building battery packs, various DC motors, and so forth. I also have some experience welding with an oxyacetylene torch. I've picked that up in the past, but it's been over half my life ago now. I've always wanted to start welding. The most interesting form of welding to me, I'm gonna have to wait on, and that is TIG. And I'll explain here in a minute why I'm gonna have to wait on TIG. The company reached out to me and said, hey, we'd like you to test out this product, make a video on it, and I said, absolutely. After doing a little bit of research, reading some reviews, seeing some other videos, I thought, you know what, this might be a great welder for a beginner. I want to say that if you are thinking about welding, things have gotten so much easier, so much more affordable, and so much better than it used to be. On a welder like this, there's so many neat automatic features. I've also been utilizing this knife, and this is a crazy knife because it has truly broken the internet. I'll have a video on that upcoming in the future. Now this item is available on Amazon, and let's see how bad I can fail on describing what I'm seeing. Gosh darn, that thing's small. I had no clue how small it was. This is so exciting, everybody. I am so extremely excited. That's a tiny little machine. Now that we've set this aside, let's go ahead and take a look at the accessory box here. Again, please forgive me if I have a lack of understanding of what I'm looking at. I'm going to rely on some of you. I know many of you are actually seasoned welders. I'm probably going to be reaching out to the audience for understanding. I believe this is a shoulder strap. I see a couple areas that looks like you might be able to put a strap on it. I don't know if that's something that I will do, but I'll keep it nonetheless. We do have the user manual, and I'm going to say that in this circumstance, I am going to be referring to this because I simply don't know what I'm doing. Let me know if you think that this is the perfect type of welder for a beginning welder. I have watched a ton of videos in terms of technique, but putting it in my hands, it's going to be a different experience. I'm guessing that this is for gas, and if I can guess further, I think that's probably a 2-meter gas line for argon shielding. Again, please correct me and help me out if I understand. Argon, or some variation of the mix, is used while MIG welding and TIG welding. At first, that's not the process I'm going to utilize. Wrench, 220 to 110 adapter. Now I do not believe that this adapter is what I'm going to use on my generator. If I remember correctly, my generator has a 4-prong receptacle. This is the generator I want to try to utilize with this. I think it'll do it. Let me know your thoughts on utilizing that generator. The reason why I'm planning on using it off of a generator primarily is not to be mobile per se, though that will come in handy, but it's because I am running this shed off of one receptacle off the side of the house, fairly long extension cord, and I'm running all these LED lights and even a couple box fans here. We have two of the, I believe these are the smaller spool sizes. This one is the flux core wire and this is the solid wire. This you would want to use with argon gas. This right here is probably where I'm going to start. This is going to be for stick welding, and this is my ground clamp. This is for different gauge of wire. I'm guessing that's 0.9 millimeters. I mentioned earlier that I wasn't going to start off with the TIG process. Many people might think, well, of course you're not going to. That's probably one of the more difficult ways to weld. That's part of it, but the biggest issue is not having this set up for TIG. It's the fact that I do not have the bottles currently. I'm going to explore the option of renting and all that. I have a lot to learn on that, but I'm going to first start off with the MIG process because I have things that I need to do on my trailer. I have other welding that's coming up, and I do also want to start doing things on chainsaws. Another big thing that I want to do with this welder is I want my boys to start learning a little bit about this process. Let's take a look at the machine here. So far, what do you guys think about the shop? Super handy. I'm going to try to keep this my filming area, so if it starts getting a little cluttered, keep me accountable. Give me some ideas for the background here as well. I think I know what I want to do, but if you could help me out with some something that you know that is within my capability and within my budget. Total length, I feel like that's a decent length. You know, if you had the welder somewhere, you know, this is a 6-foot bench, and so I believe that that would probably be okay. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on what you think about a machine like this. Like I already said, they have taken the welding process and made it something that you can do with less experience because there's all sorts of automatic features. When I get to that point, we will talk more about it. Check this out. We have a nice reference built right into the machine. It's like a quick guide. Another neat thing about this machine is you do have a feed wire button. I've seen ones where they do not have this, so this is pretty exciting. Put your spool wire in here. This is where you can change out your roller, is over in this area. I'm not gonna start messing with it too much because again, I am a novice. Got your on and off, your fan, and this is where you would go ahead and pipe in your gas. It's important to note that this welder out of the box in its least expensive form on Amazon is MIG and stick welder ready, or gasless MIG I should say. So flux core, wire feed ready, and stick welder ready. If you want to do the TIG process, that requires hopefully what's in this box right here. I believe that's what we've got going on. Very cool. I'm gonna go ahead and show you. This is not real expensive. This is something that if you are interested in the TIG process, I would highly recommend picking it up. I think they even have a package, and I will go ahead and have links in the description below. Those are affiliate links. Again, keep in mind, this is not a welding first use video. This is just a, hey, check this out. Let's talk about it. And I respect your guys' knowledge and opinions, and I hope that you'll share. I'm not gonna go ahead and open this right now. It's a TIG torch. If you're not familiar with that, I would go ahead and hop on and watch some experts. They do some beautiful work. We've got our shields, I think, and probably electrode stuff in here and all that. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this sealed up because I think this is important to be kept clean. I hope all of you are as excited as I am to get this thing running, see how it does, and see what kind of projects we come up with. When you own 12 acres, welding is one of those things that's like, you need to maybe not be an expert at it, but you ought to be able to make some basic repairs or fabricate some things as needed. I need to put some pockets or something to attach straps to on my trailer. It has to get done. It is such a nuisance to not have good locations to put straps on. That's something that I want to go ahead and start utilizing this for. I may even just stick weld that or flux core MIG it. If you have any experience with this machine or a machine like it, let me know in the comment section what your thoughts are, any tips, and other tips that you can give to the other people reading the comment section. I do not recall the price of this multi-process machine on Amazon, but like I said, there will be links in the description, and I think it would be worth checking out if you're looking on a budget. Many people's default is to run over to the Harbor Freight section, but I want to say that these machines are coming in even less expensive, and people are getting fantastic results out of this type of machine. Again, share your thoughts. Thank you for watching the Okie Woodsman channel. If you like this sort of stuff, definitely I hope to see you again soon. Have a good one.